Welcome students. Today I am going to teach you Brotherhood, Homage to Claudius Ptolemy by Octavio Paz. Octavio Paz is a Mexican poet, you know. Uh, Up to now, we all read the poems and proses written by the English people. I mean, we read, if you look back, Meeting at Night by Robert Browning, The Sea Crows by William Blake, Composed upon Westminster Bridge by William Wordsworth. They all belong to England. But for the first time now, we are going to read the English poetry of someone who does not belong to England, who is an Mexican. And it is to be noted in this context that English literature is not only enriched by the English people only. English literature is enriched by the people whose mother tongue is not English. Indian writers, Indian poets, Indian novelists have also contributed to a great extent to the enrichment of English literature. So Octavio Paz is a Mexican poet. He is not only a poet, he is a Nobel laureate because he established an international school for the orphans of the world wars. And it is not a mean job of establishing an international schools for the orphans of the world, because when you teach a group of students, you need a common language as a medium of teaching, as a medium of expression, or as a medium of interaction between the teacher and the students. But when you have got so many students whose mother tongue are quite different, and you have to teach them well, moreover they are traumatized due to the war, they have lost their parents. So if you imagine the culture, if you imagine the social condition, the mental state of the students who Octavio Paz was teaching, you can imagine how uphill the task was. But Octavio Paz succeeded in his mission, and in recognition for the Herculean task which he had undertaken and accomplished, he was given Nobel Prize. Secondly, Octavio Paz happened to be a Mexican ambassador in India. Octavio Paz, such a great person, made an inquiry into the insignificance of man in the vast universe. Universe looked so vast. Where does an ordinary man stand in the vast universe? Now, if you look at the title of the poem, you can find that the poem's title is Brotherhood and subtitle is Homage to Claudius Ptolemy. Homage means paying tribute or paying respect, as it is written on the footnote. Who is Claudius Ptolemy? Claudius Ptolemy is a Roman astronomer and mathematician. And since Octavio Paz in this poem is dealing with the cosmic things, therefore he thought it fit to make a tribute to Claudius Ptolemy, who was the father of astronomy. What is astronomy? Let me make it very clear before you that astronomy is a science of cosmic study. It's a science, I repeat, it's a science of cosmic study. And since Octavio Paz has made an inquiry into the insignificance of man, rather ordinary man, into against the backdrop of the vast universe, he thought it fit to make a tribute to Claudius Ptolemy before starting the poem. Now let me read out the poem for you. The poem starts with a simple statement: I am a man. I think it is the easiest line of the poem which you have ever come across. I am a man, little do I last. Little do I last means my existence is very short-lived. And the night is enormous. But I look up. The stars right. Unknowing I understand, I too am written, and at this very moment someone spells me out. Let me read out the poem again, and let me give you the explanation of each line separately. I am a man. This is a simple assertion that I am a man. Little do I last. My tenure in this world is very short. The night is enormous. Night means afterlife. You can call it death or you can call it anything else, but night means afterlife. So if you compare our life with afterlife, you can always remember that afterlife is greater than our life. Afterlife is longer than our life. But I look up. Where did the poet look up? The poet looked up at the sky. What did he find in the sky? He found the stars. How the stars are scattered in the sky? The stars are scattered, but they follow a definite pattern. That is why the poet writes, the stars write. What did the stars write? The stars write a definite pattern into which they are fitted. Unknowing I understand, I too am written. Unknowing. When it is the poet came to a realization quite spontaneously that I am written. I means the poet, that he is also written. That means he is also a part of the pattern, and at this very moment someone spells me out. And this very moment the poet had a clairvoyance. Clairvoyance means epiphany. Epiphany means the poet got a vision from within that he too was written. Here the size does not matter. What the poet tries to suggest is that the size does not matter. What matters is the contribution. Had the size mattered, then dinosaurs would have survived and the ants would not. But the dinosaurs disappeared while the ants are still in this earth. Because the ants have fitted into the earth. Similarly, a man, however insignificant he looks, he is equally important. His existence is equally important in this earth so long he is contributing to the development of this world. That is what the poet suggests in this poem. We may think that the great persons, the celebrities, great persons, they have the meaningful existence in the world, but the common man, what the common man is living for? The common man is living for because the common man is also necessary as the extraordinarily talented people are, because the common man contributes significantly into the world. That is why the world is going. Here the night symbolizes the bleakness. Bleakness means what we call in Bengali shunnota. The bleakness is greater than the living life. Light is shorter, darkness is greater, but that should not frustrate anyone, because life is like that. So long you live, you have to make the best contribution to the world. That is the poem is all about. Thank you. If you look at the title of the poem, Brotherhood, Homage to Claudius Ptolemy by Octavio Paz, you can see that the poet explores the cosmic brotherhood between man on the earth and the celestial bodies in the heaven. Man stands in relationship of brotherhood with the celestial bodies. That is why the title is quite apt besides being evocative. I repeat that man stands in relationship of brotherhood with the cosmic bodies. That is why the name of the poem, as the poet chose, Brotherhood, Homage to Claudius Ptolemy.